Hello, friends. This is Dennis Nappy from Service of Change, and I just want to, express my thoughts on the whole Ferguson situation. I've been really debating back and forth on, what to write, to say something, to not say something, because I don't want to add to the drama. But like most of us out there, I'm just incredibly saddened and frustrated by what's going on. In a service of change, we're always trying to say small changes among the masses can have a massive impact around the world. And we encourage people to be that change. And with what we're seeing out there right now, it just really, really upsets me as a former police officer turned educator, to try and bridge that gap because, I've noticed there's such a disconnect between cops and citizens. And if you don't believe me, please check out my blog. I've been writing about it, since at least June and going back even further than that, talking about these tensions that keep growing and growing and growing. And I've been saying that, people are being set up, you're being played by basically the mainstream media. And I came across an article last night, actually a headline on CNN right after the verdict came out. Okay. And I'm going to try to screen share it with you in a minute if I can get my computer to cooperate with me. Just give me a second here. Basically what it said, if it ever comes up, here we go, right here. It's this one right here, and let's share it. Let's see if it comes across. And it says here, no indictment for Darren Wilson, the white police officer who fatally shot Michael Brown, an unarmed black teen. When you watch or when you look at this, when you listen to what that's saying, it's a controversial statement. It's designed to get people fired up, to get them angry. And that really is what frustrated me about this whole situation, is that instead of just saying, no indictment for Darren Wilson, they have to throw in the black and the white card. People are being set up, people are being played, and they're falling right into it. And what's really frustrating me out there right now is that there's this idea that it's us against them. But when are you going to wake up and understand that it's not us against them, it's us? There is, we learn to put our differences aside and to work together, we're going to continue to see these problems. We're going to continue to be played against one another. I'm not even going to touch on my feelings on who was right and who was wrong, because we are beyond that point right now. I'm not saying it's unimportant. We are beyond that point right now. And we need to stop looking at who's at fault and who did this, who did that. We need to look at what went wrong. What happened that this young man ended up in that situation in the first place? Secondly, what could that officer have done differently or done better going forward in the future? Long term, plan ahead. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. How can we have a better community outreach program? How can police officers do better to work with the citizens? And how can the citizens do better to work with police officers? Instead, we're getting this whole police state drama and everything going out. Everybody trying to decide, oh, it's us and them. We're going to go out and fight and cause all these riots and people targeting police. I heard people screaming revolution last night when I was watching some of those live feeds. In all honesty, do you have any idea what a revolution is? Do you understand the implications of that and that hardship? Do you want to live like that? When you use violence against your enemy to fight violence, all you're doing is bringing more violence. You're not going to bring about this peace that you're talking about. You're not going to bring about equality. Okay? When you bring violence against violence, people react violently. We need to do something differently. Please forgive me for being so frustrated about this, but it hurts and it upsets me very much, because I hate seeing this. I don't want my children to grow up in this world. I don't want your children to grow up in this world. We need to find a better way, and it starts with a discussion. We have to end the ignorance, the cultural ignorance, the lack of understanding of the other culture, and we need to find a common ground and work together, even if that is just we're going to agree to disagree. As long as we are living more peacefully than we are, something's got to give. And there's violence and even just the hate on Facebook. It's not doing it. I see everybody talking about what the problem is and who's at fault. I'm not seeing any suggestions for solutions. Come up with a solution. Be that change. Thanks.